Lights for K-State, the road greens for Baylor. McGee off the block, Larkin with the dive to get there. Out left for K-State's Aaliyah Carter. Tight set coming near side and into the net, call on McGee, and a point for K-State, and we're underway from Morgan Family Arena.
Good rallies on both sides, defensive effort. You can see what these two teams are capable of doing and really frustrating each other. Who's going to be able to be more terminal?
Dump attempt, and right to the heart of the defense, Jackie Barrett-Frazier, the super senior transfer from Auburn, who has come in and at 6'2" has really come on here down the stretch.
Yeah, Coach McGuire's talked about how important her kind of getting into a groove with her team has been to their success here lately.
Izzy has to bring the ball back as it was headed over the net. Baylor with the advantage. This is Check out on the right side, unable to get it down. The southpaw who hits from the right side, but she's part of the big block on Carter, and the Bears go up 2-1.
I feel like we've been calling Allie Check's name for the last several years. She's been a force since she's been a freshman for Baylor, putting up a big block there for Baylor on the right side against the outsides of K-State.
As a freshman, second team All-Big 12, now in her third year with the Bears. Trying to slow down the left side attack of K-State. Back to Check, and yet another point for the Bears as Check gets the kill off the defense. This Baylor team came in fourth in the league in blocks, in K-State dead last in the conference in opponent blocks, meaning they get blocked the most of any team. So on paper, that's not a great matchup for the Wildcats. Sky-high dig in the back line by Murphy. Running in McGee, trying to sneak it into the middle of the defense. Clinton's first swing, and off the block, she gets the kill on the side out over to K-State.
That's a great line swing there by Clinton. That set was nice, good tempo. McGee not able to get out there. Gave her enough room to use the hands and get the kill.
Jordan Williams comes in for K-State into the back row to serve. Williams has missed a number of matches this year with injury and makes her return today, but unable to keep the possession with K-State. Side out to Baylor.
Nice high swing by McGee with her height and her high contact point. Again, Coach McGuire talked about how high Elise McGee can hit. Nice high swing to the deep line.
Now we'll see her with a jump serve. She'll hit into the net. A lot of service aces, but a lot of service errors from Elise McGee. 75th service error of the year in this match number 24, so you could do the math. Almost 2 errors per match, but she has 36 aces, which puts her third in the league. Served by Ava Legrand, so K-State is opened in a 6-2 as opposed to the 5-1 that they've run here the last few weeks. And a push to the corner by Meg Brown, the transfer from Pepperdine, who's now back out on the right side for K-State, and Brown gets the kill.
Yeah, this will be a little bit different lineup than maybe what Baylor had been scouting prior to this match.
K-State during the stretch where they had won 6 of 9 had run almost exclusively a 5-1 with Solsevsky as the lone setter. So this is a different lineup for K-State. Something they toyed with early in the year when they had some health in the lineup. Not only Williams, who's missed 10 matches 2 different times combined with a concussion and an ankle injury, but then also Liz Grigorski going down. Quick set middle. K-State digs with Larkin. Out left it goes. Carter. Back to Check, and a missile goes off the back row. Check with the early hot hand for Baylor.
Yeah, Check with the left-handed swing over on the right side, able to hit all the angles. This with the nice high set, able to hit the deep corner.
Spinning set right at Carter. Aaliyah gets it back and is able to finish. First one for Carter, who comes in red hot. 1 kill, 1 error, 6 swings for the All-American candidate, who goes back to swing away. 7th in the country in attacks per set coming into play today. Second, the Big 12 behind one of the players that'll be here on Friday, Melanie Parra. Up for the Nation Player of the Year award. Meg Brown, right side, cross court.
It's great tempo set to Meg Brown on the right. She's got that heavy heavy, heavy arm. Able to find the angle there.
Played middle for 4 years at Pepperdine. If this is the first time you've watched K-State, Brown, first-team all-conference player at Pepperdine as a middle. Brought to K-State, though, to do this, hit on the right side, but injuries have moved her back to the middle here the last 3 weeks until tonight. LeGrand unable to handle the swing from the right side from Baylor. The Bears continue to attack the left side defense of K-State.
Check with 4 kills already in this first set.
Really has played well. She'll come out. Kendall Murphy to the front row now. Shaylee Myers able to get it underneath the blocking hands of Davis.
A good reach there by Myers. That set was sailing a little wide, but able just to sneak it there, and the block for Baylor was late. Good finish by Myers.
So Larkin now to serve for K-State. Picking on Murphy. They go right side to Davis, to the Bears. Misplay by LeGrand. And a point and a side out to the Bears. Quick set middle, big block thrown up. K-State wanting a reach over by Baylor. No call, and then McGee hits it long. No touch, and a point to K. Bears will serve with Murphy. Meg Brown on the right is blocked. Larkin covers. Myers off of Briseño.
I really like that set there to Myers on the outside. I think that tempo for her is really going to be important. Trying to beat that Baylor block, give her some space.
Myers had been playing well here the last 5 matches, averaging 12.5 kills per match, 2.95 kills per set for Myers. Block one-on-one. Shaylee Myers out on the right side.
Myers doing a great job here early in this first set.
5 straight matches of double-figure kills for her, but a big block on that one. Now Szolszewski hunting for a corner ace, misses. First error by K-State with their serve. But those you might be able to live with. They just missed long. Chasing that back line, trying to force the decision. It's the ones in the net that probably drive you nuts as a coach.
Absolutely.
Briseño, I should say. Clinton on the bump set, blocked immediately. Alicia Andrew along with Barrett Frazier. Times in volleyball, you often try and get your best outside hitter matched up with the setter. Here against the Baylor team, that is not an advantage.
So true. Tall, tall setter for Baylor. Great blocking ability.
Myers on the right side, recognizes everyone pulled up. Tips it behind, so a good start by Myers. 3 kills on 4 swings.
Yes, great start. Really being smart with her shot choices. It's a great sign for the Wildcats.
Now running the 6-2, what's the advantage that you get for an offense?
Well, you set her always in the back row, and that gives you then 3 attackers on the front line at all times. And so that makes it harder for defenses to kind of pay attention, especially if you can run a pretty quick offense and get a lot of those hitters involved by passing well. So it just offensively gives you a lot more power on that front line.
Currently up front, K-State has Carter, Williams, Clinton as options for Szolszewski. Bad serve receive forces Carter just to roll shot to the middle. Baylor by 2, they go middle. It's dug out by Szolszewski, so Larkin forced to set to Clinton, and it gets off the top of the block. Good use of the hands by Clinton, who, like Myers and Carter, has been playing well as of late, back-to-back double-figure matches.
Yeah, I see her really using that line here, maybe something on scouting that they were able to notice and taking advantage of a lot of space there on the line.
Clinton, 2.86 kills per set the last 2 matches. That's phenomenal numbers, and a .280 hit percentage as well, playing a lot on the right in the 5-1. Now at the 6-2, moving all over. Baylor to serve. They have, without any surprise, gone right at Aaliyah Carter for most of their serves. And another ace, or error, I should say, by McGee. Well, 2 free points to K-State on the service errors by McGee. K-State tries to take advantage now as they rotate setters. And LeGrand is into the back line. Check and out, no touch. First error for Check, and K-State has come back to tie it. So now that you've settled in, we're almost midway through. We'll get that automatic timeout at 15 points, a TV timeout. Curious to see what adjustments are made, how much is made in set, or how much has to be waited or wait until the second. But early on, this change of the lineup for K-State paying off is Brenna Schmidt and Meg Brown. That's a big block for K-State.
It's a real big block. And with that pass not being as great, not many options offensively, had to go outside, allowed K-State's block to set up.
Wildcats are at the bottom of the league in service aces, but if you look at the data analytics, their serves have actually caused more disruption than they did a year ago when they were one of the league's best in service aces. So go figure. Check. Dug by Larkin. Rally continues. Out left. Goes to Carter. Try to go down the line. Misplay by Baylor. And the Bears unable to recover. Boy, that Sun Devil team off to a fantastic season this year. What a team that is to join the conference. Everybody wondered what it would look like without Texas and Oklahoma. And Arizona State's not Texas. Let's not forget that, and try and conflate the two. But Arizona State, BYU, Utah, all 3 teams ranked. That's a pretty good addition to this very deep conference. Carter uses the block and is able to pick up a kill.
And you see Carter getting a one-on-one opportunity there with that setting, like keeping that tempo, having Meg Brown on the right. Who are they going to set, Meg or Carter? And it allows her that one-on-one opportunity. Yeah, the Big 12 has been very impressive this year with the number of ranked teams and the quality of play that we've seen. And, I definitely don't think there's been much of a drop-off per se with the loss of 2-time national champion Texas.
No, I'd agree. And if anything, it's been, instead of having that one team at the top that just blows the doors off of everyone. Now, they did lose here in Manhattan last year, but that was the only loss. I mean, it was, in some respects, you were beaten before you got on the court with a team like Texas just because of the sheer talent on the court. But it's been fun to watch this year, but also I would think maddening as a coach. And we've talked to all these coaches before matches, and everyone that talks about the same thing is that it's so deep, it's very difficult to win. Surprising, you look at this Baylor team, that they only have 2 conference road wins to this point. Now, part of that's the way the schedule laid out, but I mean, they went to TCU, to BYU, to Utah. Those are 3 ranked teams that are all in a position to host potentially in the first round of the tournament. So those are 3 pretty good teams to play and difficult to win on the road against, no matter who you are. McGee for the back row, an element that's been new to Baylor here the last 7 matches.
Yeah, great hustle in the back row by Brazinho and company, kind of keeping that ball in play with some tight play at the net. Gave McGee that opportunity.
Bufatu back there as well as a defensive specialist. Popcorn over by K-State, barely. McGee on the left, straight down, beat the block of Williams and Brown. And we are all tied in the first.
When you talk about that big block for K-State, McGee able to hit over that K-State block.
First team All-Big 12 pick a year ago, preseason All-Conference this year. Block on Myers, Barrett, Frazier, and Davis. And just like that, Baylor 3 in a row takes the lead by 1. Served by Murphy short, taken by Carter, thrown out to Myers, and she's able to sneak it in. With Carter playing 6 rotations, we saw this early this season that it really wore down Carter, but not necessarily from a fatigue standpoint, but just from being caught like that, where you're kind of caught up in the wash and you can't get to a position where you can swing.
Right. Yeah, because she's got passing responsibilities, and you know, a lot of teams will go at her just trying to put more pressure on her as an attacker, so she's not able to get as involved.
Williams unable to get that one turned back in. Williams playing for the first time in 7 matches after an injured ankle. Szolszewski to Myers. Baylor in system, goes to McGee, dug out by Larkin. Back row, Carter, and she gets it over.
Yeah, Baylor's block was there, but reaching and able to sneak it through that block.
The amount of lift and forward momentum that Carter gets on those pipe or the X sets, incredible. Not a great serve receive, and Barrett Frazier able to fight it through the K-State stuff.
Yeah, so hard to do because she had to run almost the whole length of the court, but able to push, be strong at the net.
Tall setters can really make the difference. Izzy trying to show that she can do it too. Couldn't quite get it thrown down. Szolszewski, quick set off the block. Williams still in it. Clinton thrown out left. Not a good set at all and off the mark. Szolszewski was trying to feed Carter, but was in kind of a weird 90 coming into play today. They were well down in triple digits early in Big 12 play. McGee on the left. Wildcats need a point out of the timeout. Clinton high, but into the net, called on Baylor. That's going to be on McGee, and that is her 3rd mistake, or 4th mistake, I should say, here in this first set. Not to single anyone out, but 2 times into the net and 2 errors on the serve. So McGee a little frustrated. A couple of self-induced errors have allowed K-State to get some momentum back. Check on the left side this time, past Williams, who's in there after the serve. Couldn't handle it.
Yeah, see, Check just kind of goes hard at that ball. Kind of really attacks the deep line and makes the defender make a decision in or out. And it's coming so fast, you have to make that decision pretty quickly.
And another service error by McGee. The 3rd. Ramsey's going to come into the game for K-State. So maybe the Wildcats have flipped back to a 5-1. Ramsey has had a very good run of play for K-State, senior defensive specialist, unable to get the defensive up here against Andrew. We get near in a 6-2 sets. You get only a certain amount of substitutions per set, and as you near the end of a set, you can run out. So maybe you try and get the lineup on there that you're going to stick with.
It definitely might be a consideration because we've seen that earlier this season when K-State had run out of substitutions and maybe got in a rotation they weren't necessarily wanting to be in.
Set point for the Bears. Williams, block back. Carter on the second swing. Back to Check. K-State will dig this one. Another chance for Carter. Not sure that was touched by Baylor, but the Cats get the benefit of the doubt. Baylor finishes the point anyway with Check.
Yeah, I'm not sure that one crossed the net either, but.
Boy, Allie Check, 7 kills for the lefty. You mentioned it earlier, left-handers hitting from the right side, such an advantage.
Yeah, and the tempo of the set for Baylor really makes it difficult for that block to be able to, there's so much space in the block because they're not closing. And so that gives her a lot of angles to hit at.
Clinton able to use the block to her advantage. 3rd for Anaya Clinton. There are 6 seniors on this team for the Wildcats, but Clinton, one of the underclassmen, a redshirt sophomore. As you look towards next year, K-State announced a top 20 class today with 6 signees, all freshmen coming in. They're very excited about, but it'll have a new tenor to this program moving forward, because you have such a large part of this team that's been together for a good part 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, it'll be a much different K-State team here in the next few years with the number of seniors and, you know, 6th year, 5th year with COVID years, you know, coming into play there. Some players that have been around a long time.
McGee on the left side, able to catch a block or a touch. That was Murphy, not McGee, I should say. It was in anyway, according to Donald Garr, the back row, line judge. Service error into the net. McGee may want to do something different.
Yeah, I think that definitely might be the case.
That jumpy is not working tonight.
Yeah, the topspin jump serve it's tough to receive, but she just hasn't had the rhythm here tonight.
Quick set middle. There's the speed you mentioned earlier, and
One.
misplayed by K-State on the serve receive, and a near ace for Baylor. They're up to a 5-2 lead here to begin. Oh, K-State women's basketball coach Jeff Mitty checking out a little bit of volleyball tonight. Speaking of signing classes, the number 6 signing class in the country for K-State women's basketball today.
A big day for K-State.
No doubt.
All over.
He's almost nodding in approval. We mentioned that. They've got a big one tomorrow against Creighton. We'll have for you here on the ESPN family of networks. That'll be on ESPN2. Blue Jays, a team that were ranked prior to the season, and then doubleheader of the men's basketball tomorrow night here on ESPN+. Big week. Anyway, Baylor, in the meantime, off to a good start, and their hitting percentage continues to be very good. 6-6-7, and really hitting over the block of K-State. Hard to get touches right now.
Yeah, and the tempo, again, they're just, block is late, and so they have a lot of room to attack.
A little bit behind the head of Meg Brown. She was able to get it over. Larkin will push it out this time to Brown. Blocked, covered by Legrand, and it goes out. That might have been headed out, but close enough. Legrand had to play it. And the Bears get the point. Gonna look at this here. Off to the block by Brown.
Yeah, I think
it might have been out.
Yep.
And a service ace for the Bears. Their second. And a tap to slow the Bears down at the net. And a few serve receive errors have not helped. Myers able to get the touch on the near side and get K-State a side out, much needed. Shaylee Myers has had, so far, the lone bright spot for K-State on a night where so far it's been pretty tough. 6 kills, hitting .500 for Myers, and a service error by Larkin. Ill-timed. What a job Larkin, though, has done for K-State as a libero. Beach-only player at LSU last year. Before that, played setter at LSU. Shaylee Myers with an impressive swing and a more impressive play by Ryan McGuire, defending the ball over there on his side. He looked a little more frustrated than anything. Just across the tape from Szolszewski. Quick set, left side, McGee is roofed.
A great opportunity there for K-State's block to get set up early on McGee. And they really set that up nice. Didn't give her much room.
Big blast by Davis, but it missed the back row. So after a 8-3 lead for Baylor, a 4-1 run, including 3 straight here by K-State to get back into this set. Barrett Frazier at the middle, able to take it over the top. And when they need it most, Barrett Frazier is there.
Yeah, she's made some great plays at critical times. That time does a nice job. I almost think she would have run out of court, but able to find the line.
Had a triple-double earlier this year for the Baylor Bears. And an ace into the corner for Baylor. 3 aces in this set for the Bears. Briseño gets her first.
That's one of those serves really making that passer make a decision. And K-State laid off and unable to make a play.
Briseño comes back with one into the net. The triple-double, by the way, by Barrett Frazier that she had earlier this year was the first since 2009 for Baylor. Taylor Barnes. Remember
Wow.
Taylor Barnes?
Yeah.
It was another tall setter, very talented. Led a very big revival for the Baylor volleyball program at that time. Ryan McGuire, though, has taken them to yet unforeseen heights since he's arrived from Florida State. Larkin, Carter, and down.
And Carter at her best, almost in transition. That ball coming over her shoulder, able to just hit high. And it really allowed, that block was reaching a little bit. She found the seam.
5 kills now for Carter. McGee on the left, and K-State into the net. That's on Clinton, and she knew it. Unfortunate because K-State finally got a touch.
Yeah, it was a great touch at the net.
So Baylor with serve. Sholszewski has to bring it all the way back over left side. Carter trying to use the block, misses.
That's that tight and a little inside for Carter with the big block of Baylor. Trying to use the hands.
Barrett Frazier puts another one in the middle. K-State this time goes to Williams. One of the best things Williams brings to K-State is offense. And she's able to get her first kill.
And I think, you know, an important part of K-State being well-rounded is having those middles be more involved. So good sign there.
She'll stay in for at least one rotation in the back row. Check, dumping over. There's Williams to cover the block. Carter off the block. It's the kill. So Carter beginning to heat up after a slow first set. McGee.
Nice swing by McGee.
Well, now we'll see what McGee does with the serve, because 4 errors on her serve, all on the jump serve. And again. And now it feels a little bit like it's in her head.
Yeah, you know, you wonder, gonna stick with it or make a change. I was a top spin jump server, and so if I couldn't get it going early on, I would make an adjustment and just not go with it. And then, you know, and back in the day, when I played, it was regular scoring, so my serve wasn't a free point for the other team. But, you know, with this rally scoring, you just almost can't afford to have that many missed serves.
Ryan McGuire's got the challenge card up. And he'll give the kill to Check. Good serve here. A diving Sims got to it. Here comes Carter off the block again. What adjustment has allowed Aaliyah Carter to start getting kills here after getting blocked early?
Well, I honestly feel like that a little bit higher set she's getting right now is almost to her advantage. I feel like Baylor's blocks a little early. They're coming down, so she's able to hit off those high hands, and it's deep enough that Baylor defense just is not able to track that down.
Not a great serve receive by Baylor, but K-State unable to finish it. Check comes back, gets dug by Larkin. Quick set Myers, dug in the back line by LeGrand and over the net. Baylor goes quick to the middle, and Davis with authority ends the rally.
I mean, Coach McGuire's got to be excited about that. Transition play, able to get the middle involved, and then just that attacking abilities of those middles. They're just cutting around that single block of K-State.
They've got a lot of options at middle. We talked to him about a position or a player that may be kind of that unsung hero behind the scenes. And he mentioned the entire middle block group of the four: Andrew Davis, Manuela Bibembe, and Ava Grace Haggard as being kind of the group that he thinks has really coalesced into a unit that's four deep, legit four-starter deep if they wanted it. It's just been Davis that's been getting the majority of sets and reps here lately.
Well, and that's exactly what you want, you know, to build a core group that's kind of in it for each other, pushing each other to be better.
Davis unable to slow down Brown here. Meg on the right with her third kill. Short serve coming by K-State. Trying to throw off that Baylor offense and the speed at which they run a little bit. Myers on the left. Cuff shot taken by Baylor. Out to Murphy. Might have been headed out. Carter got a hand on it. All the way over left to Myers. Off the block. What a dig by Ulafatu. And finished by Baylor in the middle again.
That's so impressive. The defense right now for Baylor. All over the place, diving. And then McGee, wow, that's a great back row swing.
Ryan McGuire, we asked about McGee, what's allowed her to turn a corner here the last 5 matches, and he said it's that shot right there. That pipe shot was not working early this season, but now it has come around. Meg Brown set was off the net and out. Did her best. And then Davis finishes on the slide. And K-State will burn a timeout. That did not get over. Baylor with another point. 20-14 Bears, their largest lead. Wildcats out of timeouts. Carter steps in front of Myers to accept the pass. Lets Myers swing and out. No touch. Their subs have Shosheski back in. Into the back row to serve. Quick set middle, not very good looking, but it gets over by K-State defensively. Then Davis makes sure this time nobody's digging that. Davis starting to have a very good second set. 5 kills now here on the night.
Let's, Baylor just stuck with it.
Sophomore from California. Mom, a former beach volleyball Olympian. Shaylee Myers, who's had a good night. 9 kills for Myers, hitting 400. She'll stop and talk with Steve Astor, associate head coach. Barrett Frazier will come out. And backup center Harley Kreck, redshirt freshman, will be in for the Bears. And a misplay on the serve receive, miscommunication between McGee and Murphy. And it was maybe just to get a message for Barrett Frazier or to get some sort of strategy, because she's right back in. Almost like a sub in basketball, but you're not limited on your number of subs and hoops. You are here. Sims airmails the serve. Just a miss hit and the service error by K-State. Wildcats have 1 ace, 3 errors. 3 aces on the night for the Bears, 7 errors. And a lot of those from McGee. Carter hard into the block. Kept alive by Baylor. Off the net for Check, and it's in the campfire.
That's a great shot there by Check. Little out of system. She was coming down with that set, but roll shot right to the heart. She's found that spot here a few times, catching K-State off guard.
9 kills for Check. Shosheski somehow brings that back for Carter, and Carter gets a touch off the swing. So Aaliyah Carter now at 8 kills. But Baylor 2 points away from a 2-zip lead on the road in Manhattan. Their first ever trip to Morgan Family Arena. This building just built a year ago. Check, dug by Williams, but over the net. Clinton on the right. 23-19.
Clinton's almost been unstoppable there on the right side. Little mix up there between McGee and Check. McGee on the right, Check on the left.
Williams, shallow serve, over dig coming, Schmidt! Wildcats again, they have pulled off a few points in a row, 3 to be exact, to pull within 3. Trying to even up this match. McGee off the net is blocked, but it goes out. Boy, K-State did everything right. They put Baylor in a tight coffin corner, but could not get out of it. Now McGee to serve. And we'll see, does she continue with her jump serve? She will not get a chance. Baylor makes a change and brings out McGee. They bring in Faith Lynch, a senior defensive specialist.
Smart play by Coach McGuire.
And we've had a night where she has just struggled, and it's clearly a mental thing now. Lynch gets it over. Clinton into the block. Touchdown by Schmidt, but not finished. Baylor comes back. The Wildcats go left to Carter. Schmidt with the up. Solseski flings it all the way back to Aaliyah. Over the net, Carter comes up and finishes. And it'll be set point number 2 for Baylor. And K-State does the same thing they did in the first set. They'll bring in Molly Ramsey late, kind of flip to a 5-1 as they run near the end of a set and out of subs. Baylor brings back McGee. So Ramsey to serve here. Wildcats have 0 room for error. 2 hitters run left side. K-State gets a touch. Solsevsky out left for Carter. Snaps it in. Set point number 3. Wildcat. Barrett Frazier trying to get that early statement. K-State hip to her game. But she draws the block in a single blocker from McGee. She couldn't finish. There's Carter over a double block. Dug out by Murphy. McGee in the back line. This time a little farther up the net towards the middle. And she finishes it at the 10-foot line.
Yeah, a little inside set there. A rip almost kind of at that 3 position there for the middle blocker. It allowed her inside that block. Sharp angle with her high contact point. Going to keep that in the court.
2-time All-Big 12 pick headed towards another All-Conference selection at the end of the year. Here's Check and misfires. Boy, Allie Check had such a great start. A little quieter in that second set. 3 kills for Check in the second set and a misfire here for second attack error. Haven't been many of those tonight for Baylor. When you hit that high, when you get that high up over the block, it allows you to not have many attack errors.
Exactly.
Good serve by K-State. Check pushes it over. Free ball for the Wildcats. Clinton dug, but over the net to K-State. Back to Clinton. Line shot this time. Again, an over dig. Third time the charm. This time Baylor digs it straight up. Briseño has to bump set out right, and McGee misfires.
Yeah, Baylor's done a nice job so far tonight of not shooting themselves in the foot in terms of making those errors. We're seeing here early on in this third set, back-to-back errors.
Williams into the net. 4th error by K-State on their serve.
Oh, that right there is very, very frustrating, I think, for Coach Mansfield. You know, you get yourself some momentum here early in the set, and you hate to just give it away with the service error.
And you caught a break, perhaps, from Baylor. McGee on the jump serve. Looked like she stepped across the line there, but K-State gets the point anyway on the swing on the left.
It was close.
If that point had gone against K-State, I think the Wildcats would have challenged McGee's takeoff on the serve. LeGrand, shallow serve. What a set. Check finishes.
Well, that's all from Barrett Frazier there. The diving back set. I mean, how often do you see that?
Never. From someone that's 6'2", unbelievable.
Yeah.
What a play by Barrett Frazier. Carter comes back and drops one right in front of Andrew. Middle, who played in the back line there after serve.
Yeah, in the right position, the middle blocker playing defense in the back row and not able to finish the play.
Tough task, trying to dig out an All-American and Carter like that. Here comes Czech, and able to get back on track. Czech with 2 kills now in a row. Rotates out. Ulufatu comes in for her. Get another look at Czech inside of Schmidt. Barrett Frazier draws so much attention in the middle with her height.
Well, you really have to pay attention to the middles of Baylor just because they're able to hit. You can't leave them with no block. So that holds that middle just long enough.
Barrett Frazier herself a weapon. McGee from the pipe. Touched by the Wildcat defense. Carter comes back with an X, and she gets it off the block. And Carter heating up here in the third.
Yeah, we haven't seen them really go to Carter in the back row. First time she's given the opportunity and gets the kill.
13 now for Carter, heating up to 273. So all 3 outside hitters hitting 270 or better. Murphy on the left, dug out by Carter. Myers trying to throw to a spot. Davis.
Wow.
6 for Davis.
That's a great swing there by Davis. You really didn't know if she'd be able to get much on it, but she really wound up her arm and able to get some heat behind that attack.
Long legs, long arms for Victoria Davis at 6'2". Back set all the way over for Meg Brown. Not much chance K-State could do much with that. Here comes McGee, big block in front of her. Back for McGee, a repeat. Touched by the block, popped up by Myers. She'll get the return. Murphy with the dig. Barrett Frazier wanted to go down with it, and K-State was ready with Williams. Well, that's what you hope with Jordan Williams being in the lineup, that you get a little more of up front.
Well, she knew her responsibility. You know, a very offensive setter. You got to be ready when she's coming across. We saw it earlier. She was able to win it this time. Williams got the better.
Must-win set, K-State by 1. That ball coming over, Williams was ready for it. Baylor wanted an overplay by Williams. Ball has to be above the net, some part of it, before you can touch it if you're K-State. They'll give an ace to Szolszewski on that, but it should really be to Williams. On the finish comes Clinton. Now McGee inside the net again, dug by Carter, and it falls. Williams thought Myers was getting it. Myers thought Williams was going to get it, and it falls for a Baylor point. Briseño. Carter from the back. Hit the tape, but slowed it down a lot. Here comes McGee, and throwing it off of Szolszewski. McGee gets number 13.
Yeah, McGee has a lot of different variations in her swing. Made the right decision there to throw it down the line.
8 straight double-digit kill matches for Elise McGee. Myers couldn't finish out to McGee. This is a tough play. Got a lot on it. Dug, though, by K-State's Carter. Touched over and into the net on Baylor. And we'll go against Barrett Frazier, the setter.
That is an error right there that Baylor just needs to try to clean up, you know, to compete at the higher level. They want to make those runs, you know, a tight set. They don't want to make a blocking error, give a point to the other team.
Sims just across the tape. Barrett Frazier flips it in. Again, when the momentum play is needed, it feels like Barrett Frazier calls her own number more times than not.
Yeah, I think just timing-wise, she understands the right moment.
What a pickup for Baylor out of the portal. And an ace for Barrett Frazier. At Auburn, a good setter, averaged just under 10 assists per set the last 2 years, but wasn't all conference in the SEC. Had 3,000 assists at Auburn, 5th player to ever do it. But somewhat mired in the bottom of the SEC or the Tigers. Historically, she lands here at Baylor. Now you're at a program that's searching for yet another deep run in postseason play, and seems to be a perfect fit for what they want to do. Baylor trying to get back to the Final Four. Another diving back set by Barrett Frazier. Traditional set this time, but McGee is blocked. Brenna Schmidt was there waiting.
Yeah, great finish there by Schmidt. Doing a nice job. Sometimes in those transition plays you want to reach a little bit, but does a nice job sealing the net, getting the block.
Check on the left. Krzyzewski a long way to get that to feed Carter. Briseño tight bump set, but it works out.
Oh, I'm just sitting here seeing that tight set going, ooh, no one get hurt. But somehow McGee is able to slip.
A look here again from McGee. Yeah. Again did it. That's the 3rd time. This time it is called on McGee. That was the most egregious of the foot faults, but the last few times she has been stepping on the line. That was the play before. K-State had the block up early, but could not get it pushed back, and Andrew gets the kill.
Yeah, the benefit of such a fast set is that K-State block, it's there, but just not able to press enough to seal the net.
Andrew with the serve. She'll stay into the back line to try and dig here on Carter, and Carter hits a missile out of bounds for Carter, so she's really come on here the last 2 sets. K-State's outside hitters trying to take over. Davis at the middle and eventually gets the finish. If you just joined us, K-State came out in a 6-2 tonight with the return of Jordan Williams to the lineup. Meg Brown moved back out to the right side, and K-State with their 3 outside hitters, Carter, Myers, and Clinton, have had some good success with them getting swings. They haven't had much else go right. Those 3 for K-State have combined for 30 of the 35 kills. Another ace for the Bears. Baylor, on the other side, offensively has not missed a beat. This has been their worst hitting set at 240. They're hitting 358 on the night against K-State's defense. Myers through the block. Good up by Ulufatu. And McGee from the back row just gets it over. Larkin puts it up for Myers. And off the block and out. That's a point for K-State. And Myers in double figures. So
good. She's doing a really great job for K-State. I think an important piece is to have that other outside hitter opposite of Carter right now, able to put up some good numbers.
Murphy blocked and down. 3rd block in the set by K-State. Meg Brown sporting a new look. The last couple of matches out of Arizona, saw that. Service error by K-State, so after you grab some momentum, the 26 and a service ace out of the timeout by Baylor. 3 here in this set, 3 last set by the Bears. LeGrand in, Myers blocked. Just the third attack error for Shaylee Myers.
Yeah, Baylor does a nice job this time of taking away that sharp angle Myers has been hitting all night.
Now picking on Myers on the serve receive. It goes over the net, back to Davis, and she'll get the finish. Coach of the Year in 2020 as well. He's worked his way up from the NAIA level to leading Baylor into one of the premier programs in the country. And they are on a run right now. 5-0 for Baylor, trying to close out K-State in straight sets.
Yeah, coming from the service line and they're blocking.
Myers couldn't get the finish. McGee. K-State's kind of trying to get out of this rotation, and Myers hit the antenna on the attack. Wildcats stuck right now in the spot here. K-State's going to sub. Here comes Shulsheski and Clinton back in for K-State. So they're going to flip to a different setter, maybe back to a more traditional 5-1. So the Wildcats struggling in this third set, 20-14. Everybody getting lined up. Serve to come from Murphy. Clinton got to it, but nobody else did, and another ace for the Bears. 4 in this set by Baylor. A 7-0 run by the Bears, looking for win number 8 in a row. Second longest in the league behind only Arizona State. Carter from the middle, trying to slip it behind that triple block. Good cover by Ulufatu. Out left, tight set Myers, cover by Carter. Back to Myers, getting a lot of work in this third set, and finally Myers breaks the run.
Yeah, transition set there for Myers. Does a better job there hitting that deep corner.
Now the Wildcats need a run now here late in the third. Shulsheski to serve. Davis wide of the mark, and a rare mistake by the Bears on the attack.
Yeah, Davis has been almost automatic on that slide.
Davis 8 kills, hitting .312. Only her third error of the night a moment ago. McGee blocked. Baylor too hard on that pass up front. Clinton, though, couldn't finish. Nice play by Davis to get it up. In transition, Myers couldn't finish it. Nobody there to cover behind that. And the rally's going the Baylor Bears' way. Bears by 6 late in the third. Trying to finish off K-State and beat the Cats for the 16th time in the last 19 meetings. They split 2 matches in Waco last year. Carter, or Clinton, I should say, on the left side.
Yeah, nice deep shot there by Clinton.
Sims. Good serve by Sims. Better serve receive by Ulufatu. And it turns into a finish.
Yeah, we've seen McGee, they've brought her in then inside set, and that allows her to kind of cut it back and hit that corner.
15 kills for McGee and an otherwise forgettable night from the service line. Clinton, over dig. A repeat for Anaya, and she's able to get it in. And Clinton at 9 kills. So the 3 outside hitters nearing double, all 3 in double figures. Only Clinton is shy of it with her 9. 11 for Myers, 14 for Carter. Unfortunately, too many service errors by K-State like that. Williams with her third service error. She has 3 of